And it could have been Saturday. Could have just been a perfect combination of Malik being out and a couple of things going in a certain direction, and the Kings realizing. Because I wonder how much the Kings operated like our shots dropping. We're getting a lot of looks that we want.
Mm-hmm.
They can't keep up with us.
That's usually the case. That's what I always say.
So
Right?
what they're doing on the inside, all of this, Thomas Bryant, all of this stuff that they're doing, we're gonna have to deal with number 6. There's nothing we could do about that.
Mm-hmm.
But Dennis Schroeder hitting 3, Russell Westbrook, all these guys aren't going to continue hitting shots at this pace. We'll be fine. Keep doing what we're doing. Keep plugging away. And before you know it, the Kings shot stops falling. They got to claw themselves back into that game. And the Lakers just stayed steady through 48 minutes. And it was the Lakers that stayed steady for 48 minutes and not the Kings.
Yeah. And that's usually what happens, right? That's usually what happens. I'd like to know, Wilsey, if you're listening, I'd like to know this.
Back to work, Will.
What is the record of the Kings when they score 120 or more? Because when they score, like,
I might be able to give
when they score 120 or more, typically the other team they're not able to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
So that thought process that I have and that we're, just maybe hypothesizing that they might have had in that situation is usually accurate. That'll bite you sometimes, but if I had to guess, I bet they got like some type of 800 winning percentage when they score 120 or more. Typically, these teams don't keep up.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hang on. I was about to say, you are going to be stunned by this.
Now, they give up 120 and don't score 120, and that could be an issue sometimes.
1, 2. So I'm not going to, it's 2 losses in.
They're 16-2.
Is it 16? I was going to say, I can't tell how many games that is. 16-2.
Wow.
And the two losses, one, obviously.
The Lakers.
Yeah. And then the Warriors on October 23rd. They lost 130 to 125.
So that's usually the case. If they're hitting and they're up in them 120s, I was
120 is absolutely the number because they've lost at 119 and 117 and it's 120. That's the number.
Well, look, what is it? They're 16-2.
Mm-hmm.
What they got? 22 wins. they get to 120. That's what they need to be trying to do every game.
Well, I'm sure they are trying.
That's amazing that they've scored that many times at 120. Are they still number 2 in the league in scoring?
Oh, Will posted that last night. I think 4. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I posted that. Will posted the stats that you hate. He posted
Plus
the
minus?
offensive.
No. Offensive rating.
Yeah, he posted the offensive.
Yeah, they're
rating.
number 1, 119 a game.
They're the low. They scored 106 points against Cleveland and won that game. That the second lowest amount that they've scored in one was 110.
They got the number 1 offense in basketball scoring, points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 offense in basketball. I feel like that's something that we talked about at the beginning of the season.
So here, can I give you just some wild side notes to that?
Absolutely.
They've given up 129, 126, and 125 and won all of those games. They gave up 129 and won by 8. They gave up 126 and won by 1. They gave up 125 and won by 1. Of course, those games were on they were consecutive games there.
I feel like
gave up 123 twice and won.
Damn. Who were those? What did they have the games?
123. That was the De'Aaron. That was the Orlando Magic De'Aaron game. And then they beat Toronto 124-123.
I don't feel like enough is being made about the fact that they got the number 1 scoring offense in the league. This is and I understand why, because we want to win. We want to win, and we know that you got to defend to be able to win. But I mean, this is fun basketball. This is fun basketball every night. Most of the nights, you're getting a close game, or you're just blowing somebody out the water because they can't keep up offensively. It's something that we were saying like 3 weeks into the season. After they got off of the 0-4 and started winning some games,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I see what the formula like. They're gonna get to 120. Can you get to 120?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, partner, because the number's 120. Don't fall below that number. You ain't winning if you fall below that number. Man, I still can't believe they scored 153 points against the Brooklyn Nets. Their next highest scoring game was 137.
What was
They put
that?
up 100
When was 137?
Detroit.
Bro,
Well, Detroit and Indiana.
Bro, they did 134 in a loss and 135 last night. Damn.
153 points.
Yo, people are not making enough of this. This is crazy, the numbers they're putting up. Jeez. And I guess I'm guilty of it because we're just going through the season. I hadn't even really looked at it like that. But damn. How many times have they gone over 130? Like 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 130 or more.
In the first 40 games of the season.
Yep. 8 times 130 or more, 1 time 150 or more.
Oh, man.
They did give up 121 points in that game.
in the Nets game,
the Brooklyn game.
That's crazy. But I mean, look, this goes back to what I say, I don't say this to say, hey, don't play defense, because they got to play better defense. That could be crazy if they actually play defense.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, for better or for worse, this is who they are. They are a high-scoring, high-octane team, and I don't want them to ever lose sight of that. That's where your bread is buttered right now.
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have either. Well, I don't think they have, but that was part of what I was talking about with, hey, Mike Brown, you got to make sure everybody's involved. You got to make sure all these guys are empowered, as I continue to say. Terrence, Metsu, all these guys, because that's your strength. That's your strength, is the fact that you blow teams out the water with your ability to score every single night. And yes, I want to lock down too. And what they have last night, 46 points in the paint? Or they gave up?
They gave up 46
points in the paint.
Yeah.
That's great. Like, the defense is improving.
They scored 48. 48 to 46.
With 19 threes last night.
Yeah.
Jeez.
19 threes. Assist check. 28.
Where's your number? 27?
27.
There we go. Fast break points, I think.
12 to 11. They lost.
Oh, well, they're still good with 2 or 3. They got a good record with that.
We'll add that to the two out of 3 category.